Alright, we go live. We go live at the Twitch channel.
Yeah, I have a cold. I'm trying to, mute myself before I have to cough. So if I do cough and I don't catch the mute in time, sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry about
Happens.
Okay, we need people to, it's like, what, 5 per team, it looks like?
it. It might be 5 per team, so we might need to balance slightly.
2, 3, 4. But we have 5 on our team right now.
Yes,
we're
but
fine.
we
We're
have
perfect.
at
We're
least
beautiful.
one more person joining onto red team that's been prearranged.
Oh. Okay.
So-
I can-
In fairness, if we get... someone mentioned a total of 14 people, so that would be 7 per team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Winston said he has the things limit to set to 14, not including the judges.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So, yeah. Did he post the
Not yet.
password yet for the server?
Didn't even know the IP.
Yeah, I have the IP. Yeah, I haven't saved it as favorite.
Yeah, I have the... If you just look up the word wasted...
I just look up
with
wasted.
Yeah. It should...
Look
show
up
you
Engineer
something.
Wars. It's called Engineer
There.
Wars. Just look at that. Or wasted space. Or wasted case.
I'm trying to think of which is a smarter idea, getting all of the barrels at once in one trip, or making a lot of trips.
I mean, we have
Depends
an
on
option
if we
of doing
have any
2 boats.
way of sorting it out.
I
We
mean...
could have more than one boat.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
maybe, but it might be difficult with more than one boat.
Could work to have
Because
one
we would
boat
have to
just
build
collect
2
a whole
separate
lot of them.
vehicles at that point, and we'd have
And-
to build the launch mechanism for the boats as well.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we need a launch. I think the only
No,
thing
Wasted
probably-
just said we need launch mechanisms as well. So,
Yeah,
Oh.
you did.
I had to turn off the stream in order for me to
Yeah, the
play.
more moving parts, the greater the odds of failure, in my book.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, what we could...
What?
Well, maybe not.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Everything but
Once
making
we
it
get
float, I can do.
into the world and we see what we're working with for ourselves, then we can make a plan.
yeah. So the thing has to have some type of mechanism to grab the barrels. We can't
That I
just
can
have landing gear strapped to the side of the ship.
I mean, a simple piston, hinge, and mag plate should do the trick there.
Make like a grab your hand
And-
crane, you pull down, picks up the front of it.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it also
On a hinge
depends
boat.
how easily it
Can't
is
grab
to
your hands
magplate
it.
to the barrels.
Well, not you can't grab behind the barrels, but if you make a crane that's controlled by
Oh
them,
yeah, you can grab the hang. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
move like a
I mean,
manual
if you
crane.
can find a mag plate.
That is true.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to find a magplate.
I mean, we even need to find a mag,
No,
a
we can
mag
build
plate
mag
or a
plates.
landing gear, one way or the
So
other. If we don't
mag
find
plates
one of those,
require. Can we?
steel plate,
Nope.
construction components, and
Motors.
motors, which we do have.
We can't. We don't have motors.
we don't have motors.
No.
Well, we
We
have
don't
to
have
find
motors. There's
everything
basically
from
nothing.
scratch.
we can make.
Also, it looks like there's only 3 on blue, so I might hop over to blue team. So good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck.
None of our secrets. Yeah, there logically have to be motors, or else we can't make anything that moves, basically.
Yes, but most of the stuff that we'll be grabbing from the scrapyard.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
If we can't at least make like some kind of air leg thruster or propulsion of some description, then we're not getting anywhere out of the dock.
Yes, we'll need to
This-
figure
So
out
there have to be
propulsion.
motors.
1 second.
Well, we'll see what sort of propulsion we have available to us, and then we'll go from there, I suppose.
Hmm.
And what sort of propulsion is actually allowed as well.
Okay, yeah, I might have to hop to blue because Frosty's a judge. He's not actually a part of the team.
You sure about that?
Well, he says overcome it. He is part of the team. It looks like okay. Judge.
He might take up a judge position if there's like too many people per team. Like if it's uneven, he'll take a judge position. But otherwise, he'll take on a team position.
Should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should have enough to split this up pretty well.
Yeah, if we get wait, who are we missing?
One more.
Nobody, I don't think.
Well, on the other team.
Oh, the other team.
Yeah, we had 10 people in here. We should have 5, and then you said you have like 2.
Were there 10? Or did somebody miscount?
I think somebody
we had
miscounted. I think we have 9 at the moment.
If you're not counting Frosty, yeah, we have 9.
Yeah, I think somebody counted twice.
There was at least one person who made like a response in the channel that might have factored into the counting.
Oh, we have one person that's not in any of the. Wait, no, he's there. Oh, we had 10 people. Or did I overcount one?
Somebody just asked, an hour metric or an hour imperial?
Oh, no.
An hour wasted variable time, which can be anywhere between an hour and 2 hours.
Yeah, we joked we're probably looking at a 1 a.m. start.
No, I don't think we're gonna. I think
I
we're
did say
looking at.
joked,
I mean,
hopefully.
it's entirely possible it will be for me. We got 20 minutes.
Looks like everybody that responded to Wasted in Engineer Wars is currently in at least one of the channels.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I counted one more. I counted out lying twice because I didn't. Yeah, so we had 9 people. Which, happens. I'm surprised how many people don't show up for this.
I mean, it's a fair time commitment. I can understand it.
It is a fair time commitment, and also wasted scheduling is a bit late for some people.
True. He did say he
It's
was
almost
trying
midnight,
to mix it up the hours for like the US and EU kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think that's for Engineer Wars. I think that's for the other stuff.
He's pretty much nocturnal, though, isn't he, Wasted?
Yeah.
No, Wasted has a similar issue to me in that his sleep schedule has a tendency to revolve.
Hmm.
So sometimes he's nocturnal, and then sometimes he's streaming at 11 o'clock in the morning.
They put the sleep schedule on the rotor.
Mine is. Mine's on a rotor. Mine just spins. Wee.
And when it stops, nobody knows. Except for Clang. Clang knows.
Bang just won't tell you.
Exactly. It'll just suddenly explode out of nowhere.
Suppose that's one way of communicating.
What do you mean, oops? So we're all going to suffocate. That's good news.
No, I think wasted means pressurization, not oxygen specifically. Which
Isn't that
might be
fairly
a problem
important?
because most boats work on pressurization.
How are they going to flow? Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Short
either
of just
pressurization
using
or gas
tanks.
Well, tanks don't work anymore. They only work on pressurization.
stop that.
nowadays.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even worse.
You have to have a vent on it for it to recognize it as an empty space, as a floating object.
Yeah, anywhere on the thing, isn't it? Anywhere on the grid.
Yep. It used to be like every compartment had to have a vent, but I think now it's just a vent on the craft of anywhere kind of stuff, as long as it's not on a subgrid.
Okay.
Although the subgrid has to have its own vent. And subgrids all kind of... I tried making a float plane at one point, and vents and air compartments on kind of...
That's because there's 9 of us.
There's password.
Ah, we have a password.
I like boats!
I like big boats and I cannot fly.
land.
I think we all started thinking that in our head.
I definitely saw it as not.
Oh,
nuts,
we're getting a
that's for
10th
sure.
person.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Did
Oh,
not mean to do that
move on.
voice.
What voice?
That's actually significantly
the
less.
way I
in
said
terms of
Yeti.
mods than I'm used to.
The one that sounded a bit muppety?
A lot more.
Yes.
I gather you were going for more Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, right, yes, we have grabby hands as well. Oh,
Yes.
That's a thing.
Never seen that before. Never gonna touch it. And statistically,
You're
according
going
to
to
the rules,
need
can't
to
die
touch it for this.
Yes. It's simple.
That is how we're supposed to move things around, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
there. I
Cut
mean,
things
on
off.
the
Arr.
challenge, they had a truck.
Oh, we get ATVs and stuff.
Yeah. They're not the greatest ATVs, but that's by design. They're
Don't
not meant
cry.
to be good.
So you're saying we
Oh,
have
nice.
we have motors at home? Gotcha.
We have
Um,
two good
I love
golf
the world
carts.
name. Don't
pretty
grind.
sure we're explicitly not allowed to use the ATVs to build the
No.
vehicle. Like we
We
can't
can't use
scrap
them for
that for
parts.
parts.
No,
Cool.
we can't scrap the ATVs for parts. no.
Okay, so we can't use them for parts and we can't scrap them. Can we
No,
turn them
'cause they'll
into
scrap.
boats?
Can we what?
If we just take the wheels off them, and then can we make them float?
We can't use them
I
for
don't
the,
know. I don't think
Well,
so.
yeah, that's not part of
They
the
can't be
That's
part
not,
of the
that's not
final
using them
craft.
as that's not using them as a part of the ship. That's just using them as the ship.
And
I-
we are...
I'm pretty sure that's not how things work. Whoa,
you-
I'm in.
A hull could theoretically be described as part of
We're
the
red
ship.
team.
But if
We
your
are
hull
red team,
breaks,
yes.
your ship's gone.
Hey!
Red team spawn.
streaming in right now.
Oh,
so-
God.
restart my
okay,
computer
careful.
real quick.
The ATVs are
Okay,
right at the
rovers.
red team spawn.
I will
Okay,
be
so I'm like,
right
to
back.
the medical room.
Hello there.
Hello.
Currently working to download advanced welding and LVM.
So, what have we got? Obviously no tools.
Did I spawn the wrong one? I think I spawned the wrong one.
My time of one.
I've disabled force prediction. Yay! That actually feels drivable. Or walkable.
You've disabled what?
So you know how Space Engineers does a lot of rubber banding when you're like walking around on a server?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, well that's
How do
due
you
to
disable
something called forced prediction. Which is basically the game trying to predict where you're going to be. Which it doesn't do very well, so you get rubber banded a lot.
How do you turn that off?
You can get a mod on the plugin loader for it.
Oh, I have a few plugins that I... Yeah, of course we start. I'm not gonna... I'll look at it later.
If we can get the barrels onto like a raft, do we then have to still move it around with the ship
We
itself?
have
or
to
can we,
return
Can we grab
it,
the
I
hands
believe.
just to like?
But I think we can
move
collect
it
more
on
than
the ship?
one, and then we can haul it over to the drop-off point.
Yeah, that
I don't
then
know if
raises
you
the
want
question
to...
of do we do one trip or multiple? But
Apparently there's a bench to go sit on.
Yeah, it's in the main building. There's one
Oh
red
yes,
and one
there
blue.
is, yes. There's a waste. I need to look at my toolbar.
Okay, so
For
maybe
whatever reason, this does not want to finish downloading advanced.
problem.
Well, apparently I'm in the server according to Wasted View.
Yeah, it'll take a minute to load.
Oh yeah, you have to go around the other side, the side of it, with the ramp. Because the stairs in front of it don't work.
Hold on.
Rampy bit.
Just gonna quickly do this.
Try bringing up the stream at least until we actually start.
Right.
Well, yeah, once we actually start, then theoretically you could get info on the other team.
Mother?
Hmm?
Space Engineers is dicking around on me.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
is it having troubles for a while?
You'll be fine as long as it's not a cubic one.
Ah, there we go. Space Engineers has crashed.
The joke was that bad, huh?
Apparently. It's so bad it booted me from the server.
Okay.
That'll do.
The sim speed clock. I love that thing.
Pressing out on the old new
Should I be
Discord.
wearing my medieval
I'm
helmet?
good, thanks. I mean, that might obscure your
I
vision
still
of
play
plot.
Emmy. It's ever since the Keen dropped it and the community took over, it's gotten a lot better.
Okay, how
more
are
stable.
things looking for you, Lion and you, Zen?
Working on it.
Sorry, what?
How's getting in the server looking for you?
Attempting to load in.
Okay, well, that's
I'm
something. At least.
I have successfully passed the mods page. That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
But then I was on the pick a spawn point screen when
Oh yeah, that's notorious.
my graphics device said, "Nya,
Ah,
no
yeah.
faction or icebergs."
Hold on. Do I need to make a faction? I think I might need to make a faction. Yes, I do.
Quite possibly.
Create.
We're gonna call ourselves.
I've already got a name. Don't worry.
For the love of God, can we not be Ghost
Red
Industries?
We're gonna be Ghost Industries. I've already put the logo down.
Yeah.
The other team just have the word icebergs. It's fine.
I have an entire logo.
Ah.
Well, they're icebergs. Can't we just be the Titanics?
I mean, we're Team Red. Can we not just be the Red
I've got a
Foxes?
sinking feeling now.
But yeah, the Titanic lost in the end.
Okay, there you go. Team Red, Ghost Industries.
That has, like, nothing to do with the color red, but sure.
Let me select the spawn.
Streaming. On my way.
We got.
There we go.
We think gonna start SNW.
Oh, no. Now you need to let me hit the respawn button also. Oh, there we go. Now, a quick
In fairness, we
prayer
don't
to
actually
the
have
machine
to be
spirit.
Ghost Industries. We can take on a different name if people want it. I'm not that fast.
I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with
I mean,
Ghost
I'm
Industries.
certainly I'm very accustomed to taking on a new identity as the situation calls for it.
Okay, well, they're the icebergs. Do we really want to be the Titanics, considering?
We could be climate change.
I think like Red Rogers, like piracy.
Yes, please.
We could be the Red
Okay,
Sun.
Titan.
No, just climate change.
Just pirate change? What?
Climate
Climate
change.
change.
Oh, climate. Okay,
Climate
yeah,
change?
sure.
Oh,
Climate
yeah.
change. Why not?
I like that.
Hello. There we go.
That's a very colorful suit.
There we go. Climate change.
Okay, finally. Finally, I'm in.
Oh yeah, not
Falling
last
off
in.
again.
Why'd you do that?
There we go. Okay.
He's gonna have he's gonna have storms. Oh,
No.
I'm suddenly starting to wonder whether I should have put on a rainbow suit.
oh yeah.
Do I
I think
need-
I
go
should put
change?
rainbow suits on.
I'm gonna go change. That's glass. That's a glass wall.
Did you just burn yourself?
I just burned. Yes, I walked into a glass wall.
God, and it's King's windows, so they have they're not clean at all. They're filthy.
God.
But they're only
Filthy,
filthy in the
filthy
corners.
windows.
So if you look in the middle, it's like easy enough to miss. I'm definitely not just trying to justify how often I've birded myself.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
Why can't I?
Oh, you can,
Okay,
you can
no,
call
I'm
that
good.
on stream.
I'm coming back. I hope that's saved.
Why can't I adjust my zoom level?
Wait, since I'm calling you out though.
Because
He's like,
we're
you didn't
attached
have-
through the entire complex.
I love this. I love the song.
Mind the glass.
I can't wait to put that on
It's hard to
channel.
walk into when you're trying to go for the stairs.
Come on. Oh,
This
no.
is fit.
I believe in you. You got this. You can walk up a flight of stairs.
There you go.
Yay.
Oh, and now your suit's white.
No,
Oh,
it's
it changes the suit.
it's a
Oh,
rainbow.
Oh, for me, it changed it to white. It's Space Engineers.
Uh,
It's a thing.
It's
It varies.
still got the tuxedo helmet.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I have a rainbow helmet, but we've all got different helmets, so.
It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be a
What's
lot of
the
chaos
idea?
too. Yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's like, and I think you said we have to build on the dock, or we don't have to build on the dock. It's a long ways to
we'll,
go.
We'll,
Only one
we'll
of
be able
those.
to ask. Don't worry.
Oh. Now
Yeah,
I see why
first
the
we need to
Sims
look
clock
for-
is over there.
Hope we can find some reactors. It'll be easiest for power.
Oh,
Reactors
God,
would
yeah,
be
power.
easiest, but they're also quite dense, so they're heavy. So we'll need to be careful.
Not as heavy as batteries.
Not as heavy as
Like,
batteries. No, that's fair.
We probably won't need much more than a small.
The small reactor is like 200 kilograms lighter than a battery.
Fuel will be provided, thankfully.
Yes.
What you're saying is this show is giving out fissile
Oh,
uranium.
you haven't changed the logo, the sign.
No, that's fine. We're sponsored by Ghost Industries.
Oh, nice, nice.
We are a sponsored team. We're a corporate
Climate
team.
change is sponsored by.
Climate change is sponsored by Ghost Industries.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I
Yeah.
will say
Yeah.
it does make the other team look like absolute scrubs that we have a corporate sponsor and they're just the item.
That's fine.
As ever, Lucian does not miss an opportunity to slap a logo on something.
No, I do not.
Logos are nice. Logos are fun.
That'd be a wasted opportunity, right?
Exactly. And I'm no wasted.
Great. The list of
When-
common words you just can't say is got twice as long. Can't say someone's lying, can't say someone's wasting anything.
Oh. So, you sure?
Yeah, jump down.
Is anybody actually listening to what Wasted's saying?
Not over everyone else.
Trying to.
Because Al says we've got to go join him
Nope.
in his channel.
Yes. Slide down to the group channel.
Wait a moment as people slowly figure it out.
Ah!
It's a little difficult to figure it out when you're not tuned into the stream, in fairness.
No, you did though, did you not? Slowly, the people leaving gives you some
I was
indication.
alerted by someone who was watching the stream.
Not guilty, it was actually my wife watching.
Nice. Well, folks, welcome in. How are you all feeling today? You, I hope, have got a bit of an idea what the challenge will be.
An idea, yes.
It'll be
Some
fun. I
ideas
tell you
floating
that
around.
much.
There's options floating around.
Floating around. It's on water.
Yep.
No,
might
should be an interesting one.
I
So
I
before
expect
we-
the challenge will be extremely sink or swim.
Well, that's if you can swim. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Well, we might not win, but our goal is to at least leave a big splash.
Or Sparks.
Yeah.
So have we been planning the water puns for the entire time up until this point? Or is it just...
Yes, absolutely.
We have more.
Been the entire
Don't
discussion.
worry.
Yeah, we would make them all here, but we don't really want to make waves.
We were floating some ideas around.
Ooh!
We figured we'd sprinkle them in every now and then.
Okay,
Just
well,
slow trickle.
We didn't want to rain
Before
on
we
your
meet our
parade,
teams.
Wasted.
Let's just about to make that one.
just
As
make
everybody
a few
unloads
bits about
of
the
the
rules
torrent.
clear. So you may notice that you'll be building boats, but you have to build those boats on the land and then get them into the water, and those boats aren't allowed to have wheels. So for those who haven't already figured this out, this means you're going to have to figure out another way of getting your boat into the water. Either by using another vehicle that does have wheels, or some other method. But there are little build
Catapult.
platforms down by the water itself, out on the wood blocks, where you could potentially set up something to help. But it is something you will need to consider. I will also throw out a warning that the... Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
But
You
you disconnected.
Twitch crashed too.
Oh dear.
When does a stream of that's go?
It's fine. I've got my end of things running.
Same.
That's just gonna make Wasted look even less
Still
professional.
here. Oh no.
Oh, thanks Twitch for giving me an ad.
Oh, God, I got one earlier. It was like 38 or 35 or 38 seconds or something like that. I'm like, what?
Well, simply subscribe to Wasted, then you won't have ads. Duh.
I do.
That requires
No,
money.
At the start of any stream, Twitch can put an ad in front of it before you actually start the stream. And Wasted has no control over that. It's just during the stream, there's no ads.
I just make a point of using an ad blocker even on my own streams.
Yeah, I have an ad blocker. Just for some reason, it just recently started not working. Grab another one.
Are you using Firefox?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You might want
I
to
have
refresh
Firefox.
the...
I have Chrome.
Yeah.
I have.
I
He's
would
back.
maybe recommend resetting the cache on the ad blocker then. Sometimes
Yeah.
you need to do that. Just poke it a bit and go, hey, remember this?
Wake up. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
stream's
it's true,
back
I
up.
haven't,
Yep.
I haven't actually cleared my my cache on my Firefox in a while, so that's probably the issue.
Ooh, that was a big hit to the stream numbers.
Reasons I run a 2-computer setup so that I can literally reboot my entire machine and not interrupt the stream.
Wasted does the same.
I do that for recording. So
If Wasted has a 2-piece
the same
setup
reason.
for the exact function, then I am very worried about what just happened.
It's literally
Wade
just
lost
the internet.
connection,
Yeah.
not his
yeah,
setups or anything.
Oh,
And yes,
no.
Wasted definitely has 2 computers.
I think he has more than 2, but he has 2 of them that he's using, and I think he has like more than that. Though.
Well, technically
It's
for
not
this
like-
event, it's 3 because you've got the server as well.
Yeah.
Hence why that doesn't go down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I was wondering about that.
File server running as well.
The beast.
And yeah, actually, if you think about it, I'm also half my assets are coming off of a NAS, so that's 4.
I feel
I
like
had 2,
there
one
is a
died.
point where computer is too much computer. Perhaps.
Nah.
That's when
Clearly,
you have
Wasted
people
hasn't
spend,
hit
like,
that point yet.
Yeah, that's when you have people that build like $100,000 like supercomputers, and they just say it's for gaming. It's like, really?
If you cannot yet brute force someone's Minecraft password, it's not enough computer.
Hey, do you mind if we switch seats real quick? I want to get a better camera angle. Thank you.
Which one do you switch with?
By which you mean you want to be in proud
He wants to
displays.
be in the middle.
I want to be in the middle so I can get a good camera angle.
You want to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally
Right, good
speaking,
on
you get a
camera.
better camera angle if you're not in the middle of the action.
how are you getting a camera angle in general? When you go in third person, you see outside the studio.
I
feel
hold
like we're
Alt
just
and
about
I
it.
scroll.
Alrighty then. I believe I
Doesn't
was just
work.
talking about
I feel
changes to the scrapyard. So, for those of you who are familiar with it, don't make too many assumptions. I know there are a few here that have been on Engineer Wars a few times already this season, and think that they are familiar with the scrapyard. You may not be.
it's ever changing.
Indeed. So, let's start off with Blue Team. Who have we got today? Tortoise God, Coleman, A9, Tarmac, and Frosty. That is a experienced team. Although, I don't think I recognise Tortoise. Been on before, Tortoise?
Well, I was your last episode.
Oh, well, okay, ignore me.
I strapped a rocket to a plane. It was great. It almost didn't work and cost us everything on weight.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. In which case, just a very experienced group. You're feeling confident. You've got a plan. I mean, hell, you've got a judge on your side.
Yeah.
You have some
plan.
ideas.
And why the name?
Plan of a plan?
Because it's what Frosty said.
Blue.
It's blue, it's water related, and Frosty is on our team, therefore cold.
Aren't they typically known for sinking boats? Quite famously.
Well,
But-
probably
but
best
they
to be
float
realistic
really
about
well.
that.
Yeah. So the other team
As
is
long
going
as
to
it's not
sink,
our
not
boat.
us.
Right, okay then. I mean, I will warn you with the whole iceberg approach. The lake out there is not that deep. So,
That's even better, which means it'll be
most of your stuff
more
above
water.
the water is probably a good idea. Okay then. Well, some confidence, and well earned, from the blue team. Meanwhile, on red side, I have a feeling we got some familiar names over here as well.
Nah.
Zalfian, Wolfenrook, 5 Ghost, Lying, and Zenithare. Which consists of, what, I think there's one new person here? Wolf, I don't think you've been along before, if I'm right.
No, newbie.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to shout out in chat, but there should be, well, Lucian should be able to help you out, and I will remind both teams that there is a series of rules and helpful tips on each side in your build areas, alongside all of the hydrogen you will need for this, because I suspect that will be helpful, as well as your tools have been provided in the boxes either side.
Actually, this time?
Yes, actually this time.
Wow.
I even gave you slightly nicer tools as well.
What? No, that's
We're
taking
gonna
you too
get-
far wasted.
Not real
Have we
nice
got
tools.
Have we got a suitable supply of steel plates? Because I think we're going to need them.
I have no idea what you might need steel plates for. No, I will keep them topped up. Don't worry. There's steel plates in there at the moment, but I didn't think to go and add more. I'll do that before we start. And yes, I will go and replace all of your grinders with tier 3 grinders so that you can't grind anything safely.
Oh god.
No.
Now, there's
Still
a reason I
assemblers
didn't
in
give you
the,
the. There's a reason I didn't give you the good pitch.
We do have precision grind enabled, so people know how to use that.
Yep.
They don't have to worry about it.
I will also say, as someone just pointed out, there are large grids out in the scrapyard. You are allowed to use those grids.
Oh.
Time?
Oh, you
Can't grind them down.
You can't grind them down. You can't use them for your vehicle. But they might have other purposes.
Okay, that's
Cryptic.
strange and mysterious.
Slightly.
Not if you
Good
take
links.
into account that we use ore scrap.
Yeah, everything scraps down to scrap.
Well, it scraps down to scrap that's then designed to be remade into components again.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have to find a.
I don't know, just maybe there's something out there that could be of use. Maybe there's not. I don't know. And I would ask why the name, but
Oh no, that's just our
Maybe
sponsor.
It's just a
Wasted.
corporate sponsor.
oh, it's a sponsor. Oh, the
Yeah,
team
that's our
name
corporate
is.
sponsor. Our actual team name is Climate Change.
Brought to you by Ghost Industries.
Climate change brought to you by Ghost Industries. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, that
because
does fit
we're
today.
going to be melting the icebergs.
Well, we do have rather a nice lake that's appeared out of nowhere, as often happens.
Yeah, that's our
Okay,
fault as well.
fair
Sorry
enough.
about that.
Could be worse. Could be cheese.
Ooh, fondue.
Could be icebergs.
In which case, now is your chance, if you have any, to ask any questions.
How deep
Anyone?
is the lake?
How deep is the lake? The shallowest you'll find it is about 8 meters. It goes deeper from that unless you get right at the edges. As I'm sure you can imagine, it gets shallow right at the edges.
May a team have multiple vehicles?
You may have multiple vehicles, but only one is allowed to be doing the actual collecting.
When you say only one can do the collecting, is it only one can store them in the end, or only one can actually
Well, no,
pick
because
them
you're
up?
not storing them. Just to be clear, there are some hoppers out in the area that you need to place these barrels in. I would highly recommend you go and have a look at them before you start building your craft. There is a series of buttons that you will have to operate in order to move them, and only barrels that end up in that storage count towards your total. And I will remind you that you will come across 3 types of barrels on the lake. There will be red ones, there will be blue ones, and there will be white ones. The white ones are free game for anybody, but don't take another team's, because if it ends up in your collection bay, it still counts for them.
So, one vehicle that is actually actively pulling them out of the water, then one that's ferrying them to the hopper.
You could do that.
Okay.
As long as only one is actually bringing them out of the water. How you handle the rest is entirely up to you.
Okay.
I'd only one can pull them out of the water, and none of the vehicles involved in barrels can have thrust or wheels on them.
How do they move then?
Oh, sorry, not thrust. They're flying or wheels on them. Then they're allowed thrust. They're just not allowed to fly.
We can have base
We have to
Okay, thrust.
motion thrust, no flight thrust.
Lateral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't put thrust up, and then you're fine.
Ideally,
That's
also
fine.
don't put thrust down, but we'll figure that one out quickly.
Or don't make your craft too aerodynamic that it can fly by thrust going forward.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem.
I don't see arrow on right now, so we shouldn't be flying unless you make it that way.
Can we float our vehicles in the water before building is over to test them?
Sorry, what was that?
Can we float vehicles in the water before the building is done to test them?
Yes, you have a little bay specifically cut off for that. When you get down there, you'll see there's a green side, there's a red side and a blue side, and both of you have a little area that's cordoned off for you to test floaty stuff in. Build it in there if you want to. However you want to handle that side of things, it's up to you. But that's where your vehicles must begin from.
Oh, so we can build the vehicle out on the dock instead of in the bay.
You can, yes. Just understand that by doing it out in the dock, you'll be more visible. Not completely visible. There is a wall out there. I mean, again, I would just suggest going up. In fact, tell you what, let's go and have a look around now. We don't need to be immobile in here. We got legs.
We're going on an adventure.
We're going on a little trip.
And our favorite rocket ship.
Hey, Lucian, can you stand right here for me?
No, actually.
So, as always, you've got the rules on that LCD sign at the front. Those are specific for the challenges, and then on each side you've got the general rules and the tips and tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously,
when you enter the
there
water,
is a
and it's water.
red and a blue side.
I'm gonna change my suit really quick here.
Glory to
Wait,
you
what
and
are you
your
doing
house.
on our side, Lang?
Alright, fine.
Am I just here swimming? I probably can't.
A jetpack.
I have rainbow suit, never mind.
Right here,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can see an example
let's
of the
test if we
barrels
can
we're talking
swim.
about.
Oh, yeah.
You should be able to swim, yeah.
If Pingaleos.
Oh. Hey, I can swim.
Are you
As,
swimming?
as much
Anybody can
swimming
swim.
as it
Yeah,
might
the
be
reason I can't
considered.
swim is because of my custom suit not working with the swimming mod, unfortunately. We've really
Okay,
figured
that's how
out
you
why
swim.
Wasted can't swim in Split Sea series. It's because my suit with the arm that doesn't work with the water mod.
Swimming is awkward with ping. Wow.
Swimming is awkward. Just
awkward.
remember, you need to just jump once and then hold down space. And then, yep, people I see have noticed where the buttons are. They're the same on either side.
What
that
do the
will-
flames buttons do?
It turns the flames on.
Turn them on.
Because flames are cool.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense to me.
Those
right?
are just
Gotta
The
roast down barrels.
CGI
so
blend.
They're there
people
for
fuel.
obviously important reasons.
Yeah, viewership figures.
What is that?
It's for the big reveal at the end when I reveal that I am in fact an eco warrior, and this has all been about eco terrorism. We've destroyed all the oil.
Hell yeah!
So there you go.
Ah.
That's
Okay.
that's
It goes to
that's
industries
Wouldn't
that
setting the
also
oil on
need to be
fire be
destroyed.
bad for the environment?
It's not too bad.
Don't you have something that can lift it up over into,
well,
into
where-
the thing? Okay.
you're going to need something to get it into those hoppers
Yeah.
as well.
How
Just
low
so
in the
you know.
water do those hoppers go?
That's why we're out here. That's why we were looking, is to show people how low in the water the
Yeah,
hoppers
there's
go.
like a half block lip on them. There's a half block lip above water.
It's
Okay.
it's more like just about level, but the water does. Oh, water.
Actually, I have a little bit of a question.
It's like, okay, yeah, it's like half. Yeah, it's like half.
Do the barrels have HP?
Yes.
What if we break them?
Then you broke them. If you broke another team's, I might deduct points from you.
You say might.
Yeah, well, might is
It's
normally
only a crime if you get caught.
it's quite
It
strong.
was on purpose.
Yeah, it's basically. I may make an exception if it's like, yeah, that was really not intended, and something stupid's going on. So, not much you can
Some
do
crazy
about it.
clang.
Yeah. The other thing is, when you check the main rules, you'll find you are not allowed to pull these things around with grabby hands.
What about players bumping into them to move them around without grabby hands? Or is that...
I mean, good luck when they're in the
close.
water.
If you can swim that precisely, I think you've earned it.
Like to the point where I'll probably restart the server and turn grabby hands off entirely when we come to do the actual competition part. Just to avoid that temptation.
Infinitely spinning barrel.
Did we really need to knock all the barrels over and now there's just a mess here? Was this
That
necessary?
wasn't my fault.
Yes.
Not necessary. Inevitable, yes.
Inevitable, yeah,
What do you think's
100%.
gonna happen?
It's alright, just save it for the end, we'll play football.
Okay.
Is that a promise?
Yes.
But they're right here at the
Oh,
Alright,
confluence
so-
table.
on fire.
Has everyone solved,
being
solved any burning questions they have?
How do I use grabby hands?
Press R.
There is a tutorial about
R.
grabby hands on the walls in your build areas.
R is the main.
Tells you everything you need to
important
know
thing.
about it. I know one's missing. I'm going to go and
Ooh.
delete all the barrels
Whoa.
once they're done.
Whoops.
Huh.
Was me. You could throw them. Okay, they're pretty light.
Was unintentional, but cool.
Three.
Oh,
I'm in a tree.
Sunk my barrel.
You sunk my barrel! Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Right. Enough of this shenanigans from you lot.
Go!
Get back to your build areas. You ready for the
Somebody
timer?
just got
Just took
killed
the
by
high speed
barrel.
way.
Again.
Stop messing around with the barrels there.
Alright, red team. Back to build area.
Blue team, go.
I was murdered. Someone murdered me.
I got
Yeah,
revenge. It's
same.
okay. I took out one of theirs.
I didn't kill anybody. I'm innocent.
Neither did Frosty.
Oh my god, that's just...
I was the first murderer, and I didn't
Well,
kill anyone.
today-
Yeah, the barrel's rolling off into the distance.
Innocent-ish, anyway.
Of the 6 barrels that were originally present, I've been able to find 2 so far. Because the rest are all
Oh, I
in the
got thrown in the
water.
lake. At least one.
Use your admin powers and just find them.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm going to make sure they're not here so that people can't cheat.
Oh, I was hoping this would be like the first week.
Oh, we have to go to bays.
Go to your bays. Be ready for start.
At 11.
Okay.
You will have 1 hour to build your vehicles. This timer at the front will constantly read your remaining time, so make sure you're keeping an eye. And Frosty's a git, and not only am I going to take away his admin powers, but also he didn't give me permission to access his. Transfer to me, no longer Frosty's, mine now. Everyone ready?
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Jump back to your channels. Once everyone is in the channels, I will do a countdown and chat and we will begin. Good luck, everybody.
Alright.
I
Okay,
have
how are we feeling?
an idea.
You have an idea. Okay.
What if we make 2 boats, one that actually collects the barrels, and the other that just pushes the enemy team's barrels further away?
Oh, I don't... I mean, as long as it doesn't destroy the barrels, we should be fine.
Yeah, if it doesn't destroy them or
But I,
against the hopper,
I
we shouldn't lose
think
points
we
for it.
need to focus on the collection boat. If we have time, we'll make
An interference
yeah.
boat.
Essentially, yeah.
So how do you want to build the boat?
okay.
Can we go-
So, oh God, where's hold on, tools. We need tools.
Tools and there's some basic materials in there for now.
Yeah.
I might point out neither of these vehicles has power.
Someone's stolen all
look-
the grinders.
Yeah,
No, that's me.
there's none there now.
Yeah, you might want to tell Wasted that our vehicles have no power. He has
Oh,
a
he
mod
need-
that makes it so you can recharge them.
Okay. So, I'm gonna lay out a quick little thing. If I can. Hold on. Let me grab a plate.
Are you thinking like a barge or like a catamaran with 2?
So my thought was kind of like a catamaran. So, God. Okay, here we go. sort of coming. Oh.
I get trying to get the block on the ground. Go.
I'm thinking something along the lines of this.
5 wide, and how deep? And what do you think? 3-4 blocks deep?
Well,
for a good air size.
I would say about 7 blocks wide, 7 small grid wide,
Okay.
on the center line. Like the center should be 7 blocks wide. The pontoons should probably be a good 4 blocks wide, and I think we need to have them be longer at the front than at the back. And then if we can manage a sort of maybe a piston mechanism in the middle to push out and grab the barrels into that area so that they don't get knocked away. And then we can have that piston mechanism able to push out the barrels on a hinge mechanism so that we can lift them up over the edge of the hopper to deposit.
So you think the piston thing should be on top, where we can...
No, I think the piston should be on level with the pontoons, but it should have a hinge that means we can lift it up out of the water.
Okay.
If we can find enough hinges and pistons and whatnot, then we could theoretically have multiple of those just on the ends of each of the pontoons. And then
theoretically, we only
barrels at
need
once.
1 hinge and
At minimum,
2
yeah.
pistons.
Why two?
Theoretically.
For range.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessary. I think 2 pistons would be a luxury. We can get by with 1.
So...
We can get by
I can
with
help
1.
build.
In theory, we could get by with 1 without any of them. They're just luxurious. They're definitely good to have.
Well, no, we do need at least 1 hinge.
We need a hinge, and we need some kind of mag plate or landing gear or something to actually hook on to.
Well, the mag plates we can make. We can, as long as we have some motors, we can make the mag plates.
Okay, so we need what? We need pistons, hinges...
We
some
need
kind of
2
power,
pistons,
preferably
1
reactor.
hinge,
Preferably a reactor or 2.
a reactor or 2, maybe a battery. And I guess we need enough stuff to make this float.
Yeah. Somebody else is going to have to focus on flotation because I don't know the water system well enough.
I'll help build.
I will try to focus on the barrels, on the barrel grabbing mechanism because that's what I'm good at.
Okay. Alright. I will try and focus on platform design specifically. But I think the first thing we all need to do is head out into the scrapyard and see what we can find.
Got a rotor, but I can't.
This wide is what we're looking for, then. And then center. And then you said the pontoons 4?
Okay, so the small batteries are just off, by the way. You can just turn them on in the menu.
Odd.
Oh.
Yes. These are going to handle very weird. They are not designed to be your friends. You might need to adjust some stuff.
Yeah, go careful off the edge of this because they do break if you jump. You go too fast off.
Okay, you may want to get out of the way of this.
Also, we need vents.
Doing you a favor.
We also need vents. If I don't know if you can make vents. Let me check.
I don't think
Need
we
for vents,
can. We'll have to look for some.
I have a problem. I can't grind.
Do you have a grinder?
Yes.
No, we can't make vents. You have to find vents. Wait, no, that's not the right vent. Where's the...
Wasted is an enemy?
Wasted
currently
isn't a
on
member of our
blue
faction, so...
Cannot detach enemy blocks.
What are you trying to detach?
A hinge.
Oh, in
So
the...
we
hold
can't-
on. Do I need to...
So priority need to be is vents, because we can't build vents, and yeah, they require
Someone might
motors and
need
that kind of
to alert Wasted to the fact that we can't grind down blocks.
Oh, no, never mind. I just can't detach blocks. I can grind them. Okay.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine then. Yeah. No, detaching and grinding blocks are two different things. Okay. Remote control.
Please don't explode. You got a hip? Need a hip?
I mean, I'm good on hips. I'm gonna be honest, but.
Right, let me see if I can
Ooh.
block that.
Okay. Little bit of lag driving. That's fine.
Set to auto lock. It should be okay. That's 2 rotors, not a hinge, but it's a start.
I mean, if we have to use rotors, we have to use rotors. All right. What am I collecting? What am I connecting to bring back?
Whoop.
Sorry.
I mean, the
gyro.
We could free some batteries from inside here.
Okay. Well, what if I just
that's timer blocks.
Take this back.
What if you just like hold on. Let's.
Could have sworn there was a big battery here a second ago.
Yeah. Let's shift this out of the way. And shift this. Don't forget you have the grabby hands. Okay, don't grind that down. I'll just drag that back.
Okay. Then I'll look for another small grid to see if I can find something worth extracting.
Okay.
Got a hinge over here and a rotor.
Oh, I'm awake.
I got a button panel and a bunch of batteries.
As long as there's a terminal, I can make it work.
How long do you want these pontoons?
Hmm?
How long do you want the pontoons?
At least, I'm gonna say at least 10 small grid. Maybe, yeah, go for 10 for now, and we can
Okay.
work with the rest later.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a basic design for the pontoons. They're 4 wide like you wanted, and the 7 blocks in between each pontoon.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make
Got
sure.
lots of hinges.
Yep. Need to focus on getting a
Okay, I'm just. Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm seeing it all there still as well.
Yeah. It didn't.
You have to unlock, not turn off.
Well, that's the button I had inside the controls.
Yeah,
turning them off, they stay attached.
Right.
The ATVs are not designed to be your friends. Suspect everything. Just because the producer provided them doesn't mean that they work.
Really, they're not friends. We're using a remote control from a passenger just to move them.
Mm-hmm.
Palpad. Just saying, weld it onto the.
Yeah, that could be it. Hang on. I don't think we'll need a camera. It's probably fine just to connect to this conveyor.
What else do we need?